Thanks everyone for joining in. This is Kevin Howell, the One Eye Scout, joined by a friend of mine, guest Rob Gray, uh, kind of the leader for Forever Coogs with the tournament, but a U of H alumni, been to the tournament, and we're going to ask a few questions just to get some insight.
Yes,
Rob,
sir.
is there anything you want to talk about yourself first? Tell them where you're at right now.
You know, across
I'll keep
the
it.
Atlantic, out here in Italy, trying to finish out this seventh professional career strong, stay healthy mentally, physically, spiritually, and keep stacking one good day at a time. Glad to join the stream to talk March Madness and hoops. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's go back and think about the night where you find out where you're seated, right? And you
Mm.
find you're in the tournament. What's that first 24 hours like?
Well, personally, I was really not too much of a happy camper because we just lost the AAC tournament
Hmm.
championship game to Cincinnati by 2 or 3 points. So, we were excited to be watching Selection Sunday, knowing that our name was going to be called and knowing that we were ending a drought for the school. But I was a little bit upset to say the least. We let that AAC 2018 title, conference tournament title, slip away. But looking back, it was exciting. I'm trying to balance my emotions of being, pissed off and also being extremely happy and looking forward to the opportunity that was on the horizon.
Yeah.
I remember we were in Orlando at the hotel in a conference room watching Selection Sunday when they called our name, seated us, I believe, six
Hmm.
versus San Diego State and Wichita, Kansas. So from there, I had to shift from being, mad that we lost the AAC tournament final and let a good opportunity, slip through our fingertips, but shift focus to the next opponent and trying to make a run in the March Madness.
Yeah. And then so what's the what's the emotions after, a first round win? Trying to what's the prep like? Is it just sped it up?
Uh, I mean, you do get a new opponent, because you're coming off conference play where you're having games every 3, 4, 5 days, but you're very familiar with those opponents. The schedule has already been out for months. The scouting report's already in place. The coaching staff is already, on it, watching film and preparing for the opponent. So, I'd like to think as soon as they announced that matchup, our staff was right to editing a video and um, picking apart their game plan and what they're good at, what they're bad at, and how we're going to try to defend them as well as attack them. So it's a little sped up. It's go time though. College basketball, March Madness. The best basketball tournament in the world. So it's sped. But you're up for the task, you're up for the challenge, and you're very anxious to get out there and play. So I guess it's sped up, you're sped up, so it's all pretty much the same speed at that point.
And for those that are just joining in, I see you coming in. This is Rob Gray from University of Houston alumni uh, and leader for the TBT tournament, gathering the guys together. So let's kind of segue into the commonalities between the TBT tournament and the NCAA tournament because it's set
Uh,
up in a similar format.
yeah, for sure. Super exciting basketball. March, July, August, a little bit different time frame. Seeing that
Yeah.
TBT in the middle of the summer, where it's technically not basketball season. 64 teams, big time payout, and feeling of accomplishment if you win 6 games, just like if U of H wins these 5 more games, they'll get to hoist up that national championship trophy. Similarly, TBT, you get to host up a trophy, but you also get $1 million. So uh,
Yeah.
it's good hoops, a lot of household names, a lot of people that can really play at a high level. Um, yeah, I mean, more than anything, just good hoops.
Yeah, so let's talk about the brotherhood piece. Like we, when we were there in a press conference, and we're talking about how you guys can meld together, playing different eras, but for the same coaching staff. It's
Mhm.
just the culture. Why don't you talk about the culture there at U of H and even through the alumni?
Yeah, doesn't matter how much time passes. One thing that remains the same is the culture of the University of Houston basketball program. As long as Coach Sampson or any of his direct, uh, former players, Coach Kellen, any of his people, as long as they're running things around there, one thing will remain a constant, and that is, don't turn the ball over, out rebound the opponent, and play pack line, help defense, and have each other's back, and not just play hard but compete. Those things are big time principles to the formula that is behind what pushes U of H basketball brand to be what it is today. So similarly with the TBT team, some things in life you forget. Some things have a big impact for a certain amount of time. But as long as any of the guys play basketball, organized basketball, and they have a real duty to uphold with the role on a team, the way Coach Sampson coached us and influenced us will always be present. And it might, depending on who your coach is, how you're feeling mentally, physically, you might have you might slack a little bit. But once you throw on that U of H again, once you're at the practice facility, once you're at the Petita Center, uh, it'll bring you back to speed really quickly. And that it's almost like a certain requirement or obligation to play that way when you're representing University of Houston basketball. So thankfully that we have that on our side.
So let's talk about. All right, it, it, it's it's 3 o'clock here, right?
Yeah,
And game time for U of H is 6:40.
yeah.
So what are those guys doing right now in your mind? I mean, preparation
Uh,
wise, mind wise.
right now, okay, hold on. What time is it there? Three. They play at 6.
Yeah, it's about 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 hours out. They would be at the hotel. Probably about to meet in about 30 or 40 minutes. Get to the gym probably about an hour and a half before leave the hotel. So they probably took a good nap, had a good pregame meal, just really chilling, relaxing at the hotel. Um, Maybe they got some individual meetings about certain matchups, certain tendencies of the other team that maybe the guards need to pay attention to more. The bigs might need to pay attention to this or that specific. So, just some very informal, very formal, excuse me, very formal and knowledgeable, specific basketball meetings in regards to each player and what they have to, the tasks that they're responsible for, that are the main keys to helping us secure this win versus a good Gonzaga team.
Yes, yes. And Gonzaga has traditionally had, you know, a big in the middle can do something, and then some savvy guard play.
Yeah.
Um, man, are you? I won't say allowed, but like with your schedule, professional schedule, are you able to get up and get excited and watch these games with the same intensity that we're used to you in a game situation?
You said, will I watch U of H play today?
No, I'm saying like, are you able to get excited about the games? Because I mean, you
Oh,
got
I
your
hear you.
whole other thing going on.
Excited about my games.
No, about U of H games, like
Oh, am I?
the
Yeah,
tournament.
yeah, for sure. Oh, no
Yeah.
question. No question. Tonight I won't catch the games. It's a little too late, but
Mhm.
super excited. As soon as I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to check the score and
Yeah, I bet.
hoping for that, that we advance. But yeah, super excited, super proud alumni. I was talking with Coach Kellen, I think 2, 3 days ago, before the first round matchup. Yeah, super excited, super happy for the program, super happy for all the success of everyone on staff. Shout out Quantus White, just got a head
Yeah,
coaching job. UL Lafayette, that's big time, and it just goes to show, how hard he's been working over the year and how much of
mhm.
a big time impact he's had on the program, whether that be recruiting, especially the state of Louisiana, building relationships, coaching the guys. He's a very relatable coach. As he was a big time point guard at Oklahoma who made it to the Final Four, played for Coach Sampson, so he gets it, and he does a good job at spreading the knowledge and spreading the love and helping the younger players to get it so that they have the best chance to advance forward, and not only in college but after college.
You know, it's funny. We kind of clicked about Howard College, and Coach White has already hired
Mm-hmm.
Scott Rains from Howard College to come and be his assistant coach.
I know that.
Yeah, I don't know if
I,
it's public yet,
that
so but yeah,
yeah, I have to hit up Coach Rains. I was not aware of that. That's big time. Shout out Coach Rains too. He gets it. He's been around those guys. He coached me with that same type of tenacity and fire Coach Sampson has in junior college. And yeah, those family right there. So super proud, super happy for those guys. And I wish them nothing but the best in their first year at
and it's
Lafayette.
funny they stay in the same color scheme as U of H and
Yeah,
Howard.
facts.
Yeah.
I love it. Even my high school where I'm from is red, black, and
Oh,
white.
really?
I really love white, red, white, and
Mm.
gray. Great colors. Can't go.
Nah, you can't, man. Hey, thanks for joining us here at Tan TV, man. I'm not gonna hold you up. I just really appreciate your time, and maybe we can do this again sometime in the future. Um, for those of y'all, remember this is Rob Gray, U of H alumnus, and we'll have him on again. Rob, thanks a lot, man. And
No
everybody
problem.
remember you're watching Tan TV.